make sure, you know, all this is, you know, you get used to it, okay? Every, you know, we do this one first. Right here. Okay, you can switch it using this guy. Sometimes you can use a one coming to here. This one go forward, okay? You can try either one. All right, this is the first one, the second one. Okay, and this one. Okay, this one. Okay. Sometimes, you know, you can do this. You know, winding up and do this. Okay, you don't have to do just simply this. Winding up, go. Winding up, go. Of course, you can do this one. Or you can do vertical one. Vertical. All right. Drums. Gone. 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 Okay. And yeah. Out, 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 in, in. Okay. Okay. Now let's do the whole form from beginning. One by one.
What?
Go. How's everybody? you're gonna to start to send in their video. Send it to Kevin. Then we're gonna to see everybody's move. Next class. Any issue on this whole form? Mandarin duck stick, Pigua double stick.
This is hard.
Who's hard? You say hard.
I said it's hard.
You're gonna post on the YouTube?
Oh, I think Jim should. I think my Shishong does a very good job of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second time around you learn, and also Dr. Kohatsu too.
Dr. Kohatsu moves very well too.
Mm-hmm. Who else learn it? I think that's it. You guys learn it. Wait until you get to the module, learning the Pigua linking form. You will laugh. You say, oh, bare hand and the weapon. You know, it's a, you can going back and forth. Yeah, because you know they're the same. They're based on the same. All right, now we got it today. We got the Simon and Joe here, so I can coaching them how to do the two-man. First of all, I want everybody get used to, you know, those are improvised. You know, you can change in different angles. Here. On the different angles. Different, you can here, you can do this, like that. You need to speed. You need to change different angles, distance, frequency. Sometimes, you know, you have to do this, you have to do it like that, okay? Now try. Show you try first. Face the camera. Everybody fighting Joe, okay? 你就先对着镜头滑一下。下面看。Now, 2 men. Okay, 2 men. 2. 你打过来。You know, you both hit it. The stick. It's one way to do it. First way to do it, just hit the target. Your target is not you or me. It's my stick. I bounce, I change angle. Like that. You hit the stick by using the rebound. Okay. 这样做做看。All right. That's the first way to learn or to drill. Hit each other's stick. But make sure, okay, make sure each time when I hit it, I change the angle. Yeah. Yeah. 他走，他起来就走啊，啪啪啪，看到没有？一弹就起来，啊一弹，啪，一弹啪起来，啊手，啊看到没有？一打就会。You hit it, you come back. And you hit it, come back. One person 一个人打，一个人练习rebound。
一个人打。
Okay, you can use have one person just block, blocking. The other person practice the rebound. Camera. Okay. So some tricks. When you hit it, you don't have to go forward. Okay. So like this. Here. This one down goes. Yeah.
Yeah.
The down here. This one goes. And when this one hit it, this one come back. This one goes. So every time you come back, you know, always. You got to弹的不够。对，你看啊，人家一打就回来，啊，这一走就回来。As soon as you hit it, and come back. Rebound. That says Pigua. All the Pigua is like that. And you hit it, you come back. It's a whip. Next training. Don't hit it. Don't hit it. Now hit it. Okay, here. So, don't hit it. Distance. Angle. Angle. Don't hit it anywhere. Use your footwork. Until the right moment, you hit it. 找空隙。是。 开始了。好，休息一下。
就是找空隙，
找空隙。
然后去钻。
So now you know in between rebound, change. Soon as you rebound, come back. The other hand goes. The other ones, you don't even hit the target. Just find this. In other words, non-touch. You will create the crack, and you get in. That's the strategy. In between the contact, non-contact. Any more questions? So in other words, doesn't matter contact or non-contact. Footwork, the most important. And also, of course, you need to target training so you can grab and tight. You wouldn't lose losing your weapon. Any more questions, guys?
Is it okay to practice against a bag? You know, you don't have another person.
You bet. You don't have nobody to practice. Use your bag, use a tree, post, anything. Okay. Even though you're doing just a hitting in the air, create your imaginary enemy. You got to do that. Okay. The only way you can do correct. Now you know this is a Pigua. Pigua, extremely important footwork. Both hands work together, just like you handle the double stick. You use a lot of rebound. And also you use it sometimes non-contact. Non-contact, I can issue the long power. Contact, I use in the short one or just rebound, okay? That's the Pigua, I can tell you when you fight. Of course, later you're gonna learn two types of the energy. You know, the short whip and the long whip. You know, the energy change in between. That's why we get so many changes. We change the direction, change the distance, we rebound, cannot detect which we're coming from. Non-contact, you cannot even read it, okay? But when I get in, I can use a short power. When I get out, I can use a long power. And people backing up, I can use a long power. People jamming into you, I can use a short power and create a distance, long power. Understand? The rebound actually is not just a deceptive. Also rebound create a distance. A double stick is so important. Of course, it's based on your single stick. Your single stick get your sensitivity, your footwork, your both hands work together on one single stick. But double stick is gonna be independent, each one, right? But work together as a synergy. So without this double stick training, single stick training, you don't have that full spectrum of learning Pigua. So that's why I say weapon help the bare hand helps the weapon. Okay, you guys have no question about the technique? Jason Liu's stick is really helpful because this way you can do two-person without damaging each other. But you will know you get hit or you didn't handle correct. You will know. But you cannot use this one to hit a target. You got to use your wooden stick to hit a target, to feel it. Okay, let me explain to you about, I think last week we did the, I think we up to here. We have the, oh no, we did all this, right? Yeah, all this blockings and everything. All right, now, 你过来. Sometimes the fighting, you need our, well, I go around this person, okay? I go around it, and I go like this. They go around in the form, which seems like we're going straight line, right? Actually, in reality, you're parallel to your opponent. Parallel to your opponent. That's how we okay. And another one is a snake, pure snake. So, you know, when you do this and you do this, people cannot detect where you're coming, where you're going. Get confused when you do this. So parallel. You have a chance, or in the future, you have a chance to see each other. All right, now you have a 1 or 2 partner you can train. 做这个，先做这个，不要做parallel. Only parallel to each other. 好，你找空啊，空隙，看谁能找到个空隙。对了，你找到了，就找找看。See if you can find the leak. Ah, 这个是这样子做这个。你们两个现在走蛇形，你走蛇，你也走蛇，你们两个就走蛇。换你就换。The snake, the other person change it, you change it too.
But 这就是蛇形是把人家圈起来，越来越走中间，然后把它。
But 你在走啊，他突然间换。
哦。
You know the snake, that time you can do like this. 你在这边走对不对？我在蛇圈，换一个，你看到没有？
是。
And shuffle a little bit. That can be changed. It's you know, you later you get used to it. The pace change, right?
Yes.
Yeah, the footwork You can shuffle in between. So that's the just like a fighting and like this, you know? You kind of like distract by your body movement. Shuffle. 你不一定要进去哦，
我不要进去，就只是
你走啊，你走对不对？
哦，就找空隙，
找空隙，两个人找空隙。那个手不要忘掉，你不要停住，
哦是
不停 ，non stop。现在打你，你还是不要停，你可以换角度，前进后退。 I like to use a word called a chemical reaction. And also I like to use the words chain reaction, okay? So when you move, it's the energy start to change. That's the chemical reaction. But when once you move, you don't stop, called chain reaction. You 保持一个距离嘛。
知道。这射击就感觉那个，看他前面，然后哪里有空隙。
换边，各走。OK，
呀，有步伐。
那你们要练习这个打 NBA。You remind me of the Lakers NBA. You know, you got to change it really quick. You 就手不要停，步不停，手不停。If your footwork is continuous moving, your hand continues moving. Let's stop 休息一下。
一直换，身也一直换，但是不一定要一直贴进去的，是吧？不然双棍，你贴上去怎么办？
来，对你贴上来。对，你看我手就在这里嘛，我就手在前面嘛，你怎么贴？
已经到了，
你就到了嘛，你一贴我，就到了。
不是每一只手都要往前打。
不，你这样就这样打你嘛？
是不是要吃住？
钓鱼啊，
进去啊，一定要先把它吃住。
你把我吃住。
对，
你看你敢吗？
不然是松是活的，
手是活的。
手是活的。
Yeah. One thing I want to warn everybody. This is not like a sword. You have a guard. Saber have a guard. There's no guard. So don't try to stick to your opponent's weapon. You stick, you're in trouble. That's why I say rebound is most important. You know, rebound, not the stick to it. It's no guard for you to protect your hand, protect your body. And you don't have a leverage. Like, you know, the one has a guard. Yeah, that was his question. Maybe some of, you know, we need to explain a little bit. 你过来，你 jam him, jam, 你 jam. How you jam? Not jam, because we always rebound. You jam me, I get out. I can use the distance. Again, on the distance, I backing up. I still strike you.
一只回合一只手，你被它吃住，因为它是还活的。比如说我们刚刚这样玩，对吧？嗯哼，再来一次看一下。
要往后退啊，剑，对了，干到了。
这要撤啊，
你就顺着它力量，
顺着哦，轻轻松松挡，就人家硬来，你不要硬。
你走也不要那么傻。你看他进来，对不对？上面，他底下这个是上面给他，他就可以打。
换角度，
你是这样上面贴住他底下打。
可以把。这手要
松掉，松掉。你不要被他贴紧了，你就死在那里。他一贴你就走嘛。
哦。
对了，就是你就松开，
让他感觉不到。你来的时候，你来的时候，我就让你顺着力过去，我再 K 你。
Okay, do you guys have any question? We can, you raise those questions. They're here. I can explain to you better because we have a person here.
I said, oh, yes. Right. Is there any situations where you would actually shift your grip from the low, the
length? You mean grabbing the length? Are you talking about changing to here? Oh, I'm here, I change into here. Is that what you're talking about?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. You've seen this a lot, actually. That's the reason why. Everybody's saying, oh, we are holding more closer to the center. That's because, so when you move, easier, okay? Close to the center. Center is right here. Center of gravity of the weapon is right in the middle, right? So you're a little bit closer. You don't have to grab here. If you really grab here, that's, turtle, right? Like, the marching band. They're really doing it easier to carry the weight. This can be one of the, sometimes maybe, okay, but most of the time we're holding like this. But look at, yeah, that's a good question. That's the reason why we're longer one, but we can use it as a short and can be long. Look in your okay, see, one here. When I get in like this, I was here. This one's thrust, then this one's thrust. See, look from here to here. I'm using my body get into the thrust. Most of the thrust, I will change the length. Or sometimes, when I'm doing this, I come back to here. Then I use this, using the long end, elbow strike, and I come back. Okay. So we do use it, but you got to be good controlling the stick. Okay.
Thank you, Tsou.
Yeah. Double stick all the time. These two work together. But sometimes when this one retract, this one go forward. This one go up, this one go down, like that. See, like this, like this, like this, like this. So I can be this one short, this one long. You see what I'm saying? It's improvised. You got to practice you good all the time. Make sure this is like a extension of your arm. Okay, you can punch a short punch and long punch. Why don't you use a stick? Same thing. Same thing. That's an extension of your arm. Any other question? Hans, you have a question?
No question, Sifu.
No? Okay. Yeah, question?
I was waiting for Punsak.
Huh?
I was waiting for Punsak's question.
Okay. You're waiting for Ponsa to fight you or waiting for Ponsa to talk?
Waiting for his question.
You need a ticket to get to the business. Alex, you okay? You cool?
Just need a lot more practice.
Yeah. Big Joe, how you doing? You okay?
Doing good, doing good.
How about the Nick there, right? Where's the Nick? Yeah, Nick, you okay? Good. I don't ask Jim Chong because Jim Chong learned already, and Dr. Kohatsu, they both learned already. And Robert, how you doing there?
Doing good. There's a lot to soak in on this, especially with the applications. I mean, there's just so much that's possible with the twirls and the spacing, the distancing. It's crazy.
Yeah. The touring, be careful. You know, you don't do touring in front of you. You go, a lot of time I'm doing touring. I'm changing the angle, I'm backing up. Then I can do that. When I'm doing that, you know, we call the void moment, right? A void moment is the one that people don't know, can be here, can be there, don't know what's going on. That void moment already raised, we call the doubt value, okay? But now you feel into the space, you feel that the space with the movement. That's called the void moment. OK， 你打我，然后我先一直走这个东西啊，你看啊，起来，这就是 the void moment, and I'm doing something. So what is it called? Shock value. Right after the doubt value, shock value. And if your opponent is less than you, that start to build up the fear value. If the person is pretty much matched with you and you hit him, raise his anger value. No matter what, you play him. Double stick is one of the good weapons. Play your opponent. We always say, we'll play this person left and right. That's exactly what it is.
And the rebound also seems to give it that broken rhythm feeling. So it's not hitting on like 1, 2, 3, 4. It's like 1/2, and then
when you do rebound, you know, then I'm can be from here, can be here, right? All of the different scenarios, okay, different options. But the options depend on the situation. This is not determination. Depend on the person. Another beauty part of it, when you do the rebound like this, when you come down, you have a space. You know, if there's a jam, so pop, pop, you know, you can use in that distance, generate the power. So the rebound back, always. That's why a lot of time, you know, at the beginning, I always ask everybody, you know, single stick to here, to the shoulder. That's to prepare for your rebound. All right, I think we did this last time. We have some turn around. Also, that's a doubt value, right? You know, look at, okay, look at this person. He's here. Now, what I'm doing is I do slow motion. I do this. I pass him. Now, when I pass him, I go here. Using my doubt value. Okay. Yeah, when I'm passing him, don't hit him. If you see, look at, if I hit him and I turn, I'm dead meat. Okay, so I pass him. So go. Oh, passing him. You see a lot of wushu. They always, when they go, they turn around. They still follow the line. Definitely no. Never follow the line. Always passing, then come back. Okay, this is one thing. Another one is this guy. 你打我，我跟你走 pass 啊，我来走这个上面，我下来在这里打你。So you pass him, but don't get in. Don't get in, okay? Don't do that. You get in, turn. Well, I'm around. 上来，这个时候打。So in other words, the first move, don't get in this way. Get out this way. Then come in. So you make sure, when you strike, this one can reach. Doesn't reach, doesn't matter. Look at the next movement. 你看我在这边打，这样，这下来上去。I can be here. So this is the one. Remember we have this guy. 你下来一打，上去。有时候一打了，对不对？这个好可怕。Angle. Very dishonest. We say we want to be an honest person. When you fight, dishonesty is a rate higher. The more trickier, the better.
Sifu, I have a question.
Yes.
So, in real application, it's probably rare to be facing off someone with two sticks. So, you might have two sticks, the other person might have one stick. Or they could be bare hands. And so let's say you're, just doing this for self-defense. Where do you target and what do you have to be careful if you're facing off someone with, say, one sword or stick? Or
one stick versus two?
One stick versus two.
Okay, so when I have only one, the other person has two. Is that what you questioned about it?
Whichever. So let's say you have two and the other person has one, or you have two and the other person has one.
Okay, watch one thing. If you have a two, you have a good, advantage. You're watching the Western cowboy movies, the guy, the heroic type of the person, the figure, he has two guns versus the other person's only one gun, right? Seems like you always like to show somebody has a very ambidextrous, they can use two guns. You want to be ambidextrous, two definitely better than one. Okay, 你现在拿一个下来，就拿一根，随便都可以，你们哪一个都可以。This time is 1 versus 2。所以你一打，我一回来，你看一手，上来，这样，上来，两个上来。一只手对不对？看到，你拿两个。Okay, now if you only have one, the other person has two. 你看啊，这是你一定打。看到没有 ？You have to jam him. Watch carefully. 你看你两只手的这个。剑的这个没有用，没有挡住了。呀，你过来，I always hitting the one in the front. The other hand, he cannot use it. Understand what I'm talking about? Depends on how good you are.
It also seems like you're hitting more on the outside every single time.
Yes, exactly. Go inside, you're in trouble. If I have a double, I like to use one as a shield. the other one get in. If I get in always inside, heel, get in, heel, get in. You see what I'm saying? So I have an advantage of 2. But the 1, you still have a chance. If you're good, your footwork, you always can go from outside. Good observation. And we call 龙门翼，虎门险, right? 龙门 safe. Dragon gate always a safe. And the tiger gate is very fatal, very destructive. But you, in the meantime, you may expose yourself. So that's the reason why we're always going from the outside and the inside if you only have 1. Okay.
Thank you, Sifu.
Sure. Any other question?
How about we watch them fight a little bit and then Shifu could give suggestions as how they could be better.
You want to go to find him in Michigan?
Yeah, can we go find you?
in Chicago, actually. Not Michigan. I always say you're in Michigan. You guys wanna fight a little bit? Okay, comments.
Just like 30 seconds, and then you could stop it and say, well, here's what you did well, here's what you did
count
well.
the time.
Okay.
You count the time. Okay, when I say start, or just to say like today is like a tournament.
Okay. You want to do a minute?
First thing, you know, is if it's a tournament, you guys have to have a manner, right? You got to have the our basic, you know, the salute and everything, right? Yeah, salute. Yeah, basic. It's salute. 然后这个手拿出去 touch and come back. Separate, just like our fighting, right? Then you
Okay.
stop. Yeah.
Okay, 1 minute.
Touch it, come back. Okay, now go. Okay, count time.
1 minute.
Okay. That's the time. Stop the time.
Okay, that was 40 seconds.
It's already 40 seconds?
That was 40
Okay.
seconds.
All right, that's good. All right. The two, both, it's the same level when they fight, okay? They have to get used to when they, as soon as, you know, you touch it, your footwork has to change it. And as soon as you touch it, the person try to get in, you try to get out or change the angle. You got to get the good habit. So, you know, it's like this. Because when you get out, you have using the long distance, or called the large whip. The small whip in close range, you got to have rebound. Okay, that's what I can suggest to everybody. Okay, is that satisfied?
I felt that Simon did a really good job of keeping his hands moving. And then Joe would make use of this like guanao and baotou in order to get in. Like sometimes Joe would kind of do this, cover his head, and just kind of go in.
You can hear what he's saying, right? Yeah. All right, that's good. It's you know, the 缠头 guanao. Those things, you know, I don't watch it. Do I use it? I use it. But if I do a guanao like this, right? You see this? When I do guanao, I'm not gonna miss it. But if I'm doing this, it's a faking it. You know, see, this is a faking it. But if I'm doing this, I do this. You see this? I'm really using it. So that's why I say, can be contact, can be non-contact. If you contact, you got to hit your target. Non-contact, you got to fool your opponent. Understand? Learn something. Next module, you guys will learn double-handed, okay? When you do it, it's even longer. So that's why I say, in the future, anything in your hand, you can handle it. Long, medium, short, very long, doesn't matter. You can use it. You got to have that, you know, the sensitivities, you know, and you be able to handle, not just, you know, using just the hand, your footwork, your body, and your eyes, okay? Everything. Any other questions? Okay, towards the end, we have this one. You know, when we have those kind of the movement, right? I told everyone, this is not for show, okay? If you think it's for show, you miss the target. All right, 你打我，我再你打，好，你看我从这里打。This one have a lot of power coming from behind. So I can be like 你过， I can be here. 从这里一走，啊，你看从这里就上来了。That you can link to this, those kind of things. So, you know, when you train this, you got to be really good at it. Okay, you come into your back. You're coming to your back like that. Don't make it something like this. Don't make just this. Okay, make sure you know you have this. You know, from here, here. 你随时可以跟着步子走。我后面。随着身体走，随着身体走。It's called a crocodile. Slap is the tail, wag its tail, right? Yeah. Okay, the last part we call continuations. We have several continue. Remember, I say like wheeling, those kind striking. You build up your pressure. 我要从你那边过来，你从那边做这个，就做这个，这个啊。Follow the straight line. All right, okay. 好，转身回去。Okay, now everybody should train this way. Okay, 你再来。This time I want you to build. 等一下，我说开始再开始。你刚刚开始在这儿，对不对？你走，等一下你就走快。
OK。
最后呢，就走这个跳起来往下压。
OK。
Faster. 就是 faster. 好，跳起来，往下压，对了。Okay. Yeah, using the pressure, you know, build up the pressure. 你再来一次，再远一点没关系，走到草地上。OK， 从那里。
真快。
你在这边走的时候就可以了。
OK， 就是这样。然后，
不要走那个。我的意思就是说 ，build up the pressure。
就是加快速度，
然后你那个更密集。Okay, yeah, like that. So the other person will get scared. This is called the fear value, because you feel like the wave comes in, all of a sudden tidal wave coming like that kind of feeling. Okay, all right. This is one way. The other one is this guy. Remember we do this one. This one you don't go forward, but it's a sideway. Like that. 你们来做看。Face each other。你 face 这边，你 face 这边，但是不要打到。这样子。不对，你的右脚，你也是右脚。OK。face each other, practice. OK, go. 不上步。不上步，滑步。你看。Okay, watch one more time. It's called, the footwork is like this. You do like this. Sideways, but don't face. Sideways. Okay, close to your body. Close to your body. Synchronize， 最后两个人去打，这是碰在一起。OK。回来，他一碰就回来了。练这个，就是练这个。不是横着打，竖的，有点角度，一点点角度。All right, good. Rest a little bit. That's how you train each other, by using this kind of okay. So Bruce and Patty, you guys home, you can starting contact each other, then you do this, and the last one part hit each other, okay, on the stick. Roy Sesco, same thing. You're home, you can practice. You have a partner to practice, that's the way you're doing it. Yeah, 刚刚那个你来做，刚刚那个做这个往前的，那你呢？你就往后，就走这个。哦。这样，这样胖。One person, if you go forward, one person go forward, the other person, you just go like this, go backing up. 一个退一个进。那你也可以做什么呢？你可以做这个。做这个 reverse。我来着。这个呢，手出去一点。对。来，就是你攻击。那后面就是他打完，我再他上来，如果说，然后我再继续下来。哦。你在这边走这个东西来，哦，我就接他的。OK。对。哦。你，然后就我开始这边来啊，你就这个吗？我就这个啊。然后你如果你分开来，你这个就进去了。Okay, now another thing is, when you block like this, when we train block and you're sitting below, right? Yeah. Actually, sometimes you can block this way. You can use this one. This the other side. 不用搓的 Okay. Yeah, you just poke. Yeah, you can use this one too. 好，一走走的，
好像刚刚师傅的这个真空挂也可以用挂或用弓，不一定用前面，也可以用后面。
当然可以啊。
哦，
你看我有的时候我这边打，就从这里，
Shabu, I have a question.
Yes.
When you're fighting, you'll open up like this as well?
Show me one more time.
It's like these movements. It's opening.
It's Nick, your question, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me pin you.
These movements. Like here, this opening all the way.
Why I have art? Art, did you say something earlier? Let me do it again. Okay, all right, got it. All right, show me.
You open like this, or with these movements.
Yeah, these movements.
You do that when you're fighting too?
Yes, it very important. You know, if it's here. If I'm 不管你进来 I'm doing this. When I'm doing this, hand has to be there. Okay, let me make it bigger. You cannot see me. Can you see me?
Yeah.
You can see. Okay, good. All right. You see what I'm saying? I have to move away from him. Then I surprise him with my other, but I distract him with the same one. 你走，这个上来，这个打你，对不对？You see what I'm saying? Is that to answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
This opening, yeah. Thank you.
You remember the opening never go forward. Okay, there's a lot of the tricky one is you're away from it. Just like
okay.
Somebody you turn around, you have to miss the first one. You miss the first one, you make the second one work. You will get the first one. You know, we'll always say direct force, not necessarily the good force. Indirect actually is better. Okay. You know, we call second hand, not the first hand, the second hand. A lot of time is destructive. And actually the first hand is Liu the person, and amplifies the second one. Okay.
You have a
Thank
question.
you.
Yes.
You know, you were saying once you make contact, change the angle. Do you not want to change the angle if you don't make contact? Are you letting off the pressure too easy then, or is it okay? You know what I mean? Because if you don't make contact, then you're keeping the pressure on them until you do make contact. So if you change the angle, are you releasing that pressure too early before you make contact?
Okay. Actually, when I loosen the contact, I'm not losing the contact. I lose like I'm losing the contact, but I don't lose my energy. Simply, everybody can see it, right? I don't have to pin myself, right? You watch it. Right there, right? Seems like the momentum is not like this. Okay, I'm not giving them more pressure anymore. But I'm doing like this. Then the next one, when I'm coming to here, actually this is from potential energy. I mean, from the dynamic energy to build up, but you don't stop. In other words, the potential energy most of the time, if you stop completely, we call it inertia, right? Everybody know about it. You stop. That's what you have to restart it. Just like an airplane. Most of the fuel mostly they take off. Okay, that uses most of the fuel. So you stop, you're in trouble because you need extra energy to move again. But you don't need to,对吧？ I use the rebound. You see this? Where the energy goes to? Listen carefully. You guys not doing the baji. Baji have one thing in common. Baji is a bear. The energy goes to the leg and rebound. Okay, so looks like my hand come back. Most of the people stopped. That's inertia. But if you come in here, you look at my footwork. That's not the stop. Actually, I build up more coming from the ground. That's what I'm talking about. Indirect power. Okay, pop and try to use this one again. That's called the direct power. But pop, you see this? You see, it's on my shuffle my leg, get into the power, the target. It's very quick and very powerful. You build up the power actually. Think about a rubber band, right? Any of this coil or the springs, it's like that. Any other questions?
Sibyl,
yeah.
Can you show example of how you would switch between sequential and simultaneous? How would you use it?
That's very easy to see it. Okay, let me do it. I can see myself. Okay, look at, if I'm doing this here, right? All of a sudden I'm doing this. Look at how I'm using that. Coming back. It looks like a bang, 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 but this time I come back close, then I go forward. That's from the sequential to simultaneous. Is that your question? I'll just give you one example.
Yes, yeah.
And also, simultaneous. Can be sequential, right? But I just do this.
Okay, thank you.
We spent a little bit of time today, get to know the usage. Single stick, last time we didn't have much time because we don't have the person to practice with it. Now double stick, you can see better. You have 2 people work on it. Eventually, when we do the double grip weapon, you need it. Oh, by the way, the next module, we're going to do the double grip. If you learn Miao Dao, it's similar to Miao Dao, but it's a stick, okay? So we use a hiking stick. Kevin asked me to suggest me. He said, some people, especially in like Ottawa now, or our Midwest or East Coast, getting colder, then you probably have to do indoor. Too long weapon, it may not be easy for you. You don't have enough space. I tell you, just use the same one, okay? The technique, learn first. When the spring comes, you guys go outside, then get a hiking stick and experience the longer one. But otherwise, just use this, even for the next module. Big enough room, try to get a hiking stick. 16 grip. Okay, even a little bit higher, it's longer, it's okay too. But most of the standard, for me, my measurement, about 16. So only just a 4 grips, longer, like this much long. Okay, in other words, about like this. The real grandpa of all the weapons, there are only 2. One is a stone, one is a wood. So the wood weapon is a grandparent of all the weapons. Later developed all the metal ones, all coming from the wood weapon. So if you're good in the origin of the weapon, you know, you're good. You'll be good for the those later they design for the battle, design for cutting, killings, and all this. And the wood one give you the good training. Your body, your hand, your footwork, your eyes, everything into one, and learn the techniques. You put all this as equipped.
Sifu, I have a question.
Yes.
What about the diameter of the hiking stick? Does it matter how wide it is?
This is standard hiking stick, okay? This is a Neil Thomas stick. Look at the end, almost the same. Okay, this is a Neil Thomas, this is hiking stick. But it's a hiking stick, if it's a regular hiking stick, like the one I have here, it tapered all the way to the tip. They even have the metal on the, so you know, when you do the hiking stick, it's go like this, right? Like this. This is hiking. They even have the piece of you know, the leather wrap around the wrist. You can do that. I take it out. Don't need it. All right. This is an original Shaolin weapon. You can call this the original Shaolin stick. All the Shaolin monk, I tell you, they don't even have this one. They don't kill. You know why they use a stick? Because when they training, like a field service, right? They went to the field. They using the stick, either carry their luggage, use it for hiking, or to scare other dogs. And going to the village always have a dog. So use a stick to keep away, let the dog, you know, scare. So that's the whole purpose of the stick. Of course, later, Shaolin is not the largest Buddhist temple. So a lot of the martial artists, you know, that the documents always say that. You know, there are a lot of old time, the martial art. You know, when you have a duel, you fight life and death. You maybe kill somebody or badly injure somebody. By law, you have to face to the law. So those guys, you know, they have two choices because they are not criminal, but they just get into the fight. They're both behind. One is behind the bar. You lock you away. One is behind the gate, the Shaolin temple gate. Okay, your own choice. If you want to be just like a regular criminal, you can go behind the bar. If you're not choosing not to do it, become a monk. So therefore, the Shaolin start to have a lot of martial artists in the temple. So when they start to have the martial artists in the temple, just say like I'm doing martial art, you know, Simon and Joe do martial art. We all shave the hair. We are Namo Mitopo, you know, becomes the Buddhist monk, right? Then what we can do when we have a spare time? You're not gonna do the Buddhist book study all the time. When we get together, we compare each other's notes. Martial art. I do my martial art, you do yours. And gradually they formed this mixed martial art. That's a Shaolin martial art. And then they enhanced the usage of the stick. That's how they started, okay? You know, in the history, really Shaolin monk doesn't go out there to kill, except twice. One time it's a pirate. They are in the southeast China Sea. They are invading the coastal village, fishermen's village or farm. And then there's a Shaolin monk, was about 200 of them. They went to the battle. And they have to change their stick, wooden one, change into the steel one, okay? And that was the one time. Another one is talking about the one that the 13 monk saved the Li Siming. Li Siming is later becomes a very famous Tang Dynasty emperor. But again, listen carefully. They using this 棍针. 棍针 means they use a stick. They don't use a weapon. Not like the Jet Li's movies and the Shaolin Temple. This is all the movies. Okay, they are using just a wooden stick. So in history, they really into those kind of battle twice. And the 13 of them that actually they all die. Okay, the 200 they all die in the battle. Okay, that's too small amount of people. So, you want to know more authentic history, that I can tell you some. You want to listen to the nice story, fiction story especially, and you go online or go to see the movies.
I always thought that the original Shaolin Guan was Qi Mei Guan, like up to the eyebrow.
Nope.
Not really.
I can say.
Should have been shorter.
Qi Mei Guan, that's a later time they use it. Qi Mei Guan. That's what I say, at the very beginning, this is their origin stick. Then they later, of course, when I say enhance their martial art by those martial artists, the monk, and then they can use in the short stick, long stick, double stick, even longer like a spear, pole, long pole. That's what you need to learn. Learn different length. Different length, the technique start changing, okay? But they all sharing some basic the same, everybody. Gun is gun, okay? Sword is a sword. Chang is a chang, is the spear, right? They're different. But always remember, 枪不可以有棍，棍必要有枪. In other words, you see that the spear is a thrust. Okay, spear. If you do this like a stick, like a staff. You're wrong, because if I have this one, I will use on this side. That's a spear. Sword, same thing. Mainly is a thrust. Blocking is always twisting and circling. Okay, so that's why everybody you need to pay attention to. Yeah, don't do the long spear with this like a staff technique. But staff always have a spear techniques in there. Okay. All right, I have to move you guys to because I need to get my battery. Battery is almost died. I have to charge it. Any more questions? Because especially when they are here, you guys can use to ask all the questions by using. I like to always, to tell you, you learn martial art from me. If you don't know the usage, you're not learning from me. Okay.
So I have a quick question. In the form, when we turn around and you do the jumping technique like this, the double jumping, could you show the application for that?
What about it?
can you use can you show
Double
how
jamming?
to? Yeah.
Okay. 哦，对了，箱子可能拿过来，可以，它有那个 glare。他现在的 question 啊 ，they question about this one。这个 ，you're talking about this one, right? Or jab, which one?
After you turn around like this, and then you go 1, and then forward 2. Remember, you do this 1, 2.
Okay. All right. Let me show you. Okay. 你要过来一点，因为我们那个绳在这边。Look, you know when I'm doing this guy， 他你进来，在这里，然后就，哦 ，it's this. It's not this. It's a pushing and hit it. Hitting somebody's hand, grab the weapon. So he coming like this, you know, this hand is striking right here. So I can use it here, I just this. And 他再来，那我就打这个。It's this. I don't do all the way. I could, but no, most of the time you don't have the distance. So you use it, we call door. Door is a cleaver, right? Kitchen cleaver. So 你那个手是这样，这个。Especially when his hand is coming forward, you go with it. Okay.
Oh, thank you, Sue.
Yeah. Any others? Yeah, you guys can start to make your own video. Like I said, the last Sunday of this month, then we compare everybody, you know, the other movements, and I give it a comment and all this. Okay. And then also, you know, next class we're gonna talk about the Pigua, the A lines. The A lines, you know, you need to do a good job because the next module we do the Pigua form. Without the A line, good A line, you don't know how to issue the long power. The Pigua, the first, you know, before we get into the Pigua using as a fighting, which is, you know, you incorporate the short power and changing between long and short. First you learn is long power. Howard, 你在那边站的好像 statue. You look like a statue. Yeah, you don't move. 你那些水饺那些很好啊，哪边买的？以后你跟我讲，我去买。Any other questions? Yeah, next class we may review, but you know we're going to a little bit more focus on the Pigua, the A lines. And many of you already learned, but it's a good time to review it. And the next module we do the first line, I mean first form, and the following module doing the second form. Those is it's important, you know, when you start to learn the weapon, you know all these movements actually you can apply in the weapon as well. And the weapon, they're all based on those the basic movements. They're sharing the same.
Yeah, William, you got your weapon? Not yet, still? William? You cannot hear me, William. I don't think I mute. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yes, Sifu, I can hear you.
Okay, that's good. Try to do every day, you know, to get used to it. You know, the hand, your legs, and your eyes, footwork, everything, your body, coordinate nicely by using the stick as your, you know, they help you as I say, training equipment. We need all this. Okay, no more question. And Joe and Simon, thank you. So you guys coming today to help me. Yeah. Okay, so I will see you. You guys, you know, have a very nice day. And next week we get together again, and in between practice until then. Okay, I'll see you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Thank you, Sifu.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye bye, Howard.